Hi everyone, welcome to my channel or welcome back to my channel. We are watching the the first episode of season 2 of The Summer I Turned Pretty. And if you have seen my season 1 commentary, you know how I feel about the show. I absolutely love it. And you know whose team I'm on, so I'm really excited to get into this video, so let's just get right to it. So I have watched these episodes before, but it's been like weeks and weeks and weeks since I've watched them, and I've only watched them once. Unlike my first season video, I watched the first season like 20,000 times before I recorded that. But I've only watched these episodes once, and I kind of forgot like a lot of what happened in them, other than just like the overarching theme of the whole like plot of the whole story. But I kind of forgot like all the little details that happened in them, so I will probably still have some shock and um, excitement for what's to come. You live in my dream state. My fantasy. I heard that Tyler the Creator, which I know I'm gonna have to take out this song for copyright. Maybe I can include a little bit of it. I don't know, but I heard that Tyler the Creator is actually Team Conrad, and his song was used for Jeremiah and Belly's first kiss in season 1, and so now he has gotten his justice, and he's getting a Team Conrad scene for one of his songs.
You're back.
I'm back.
I read all 3 books, so I know that this was like a fantasy. It was a dream, and I knew that the first time I watched it too, but still, it's cute.
We get it. You guys are into each other.
I'm Team Conrad all the way, but I'm not gonna hold you. Gavin Castellano is fine. He's fine. Like, I'm not blind. Team Conrad, but Gavin, listen, I'm only 2 months older than you, so if you single...
I wasn't in Cousins. Conrad and I weren't together. And Susanna was dead. Nothing would...
What a way to start the series. Just put it out there, just blurt it out. And that was like such a harsh way to introduce that Susanna had died, or announce that Susanna has died. Taylor Swift. If somehow this video gets to Taylor Swift, which I don't think it will, but if it does, Taylor, I need you to comment whose team you are in the comments, because I mean, I really, really think you're Team Conrad, and all of your songs are Team Conrad coded. And Team Conrad is obviously the correct choice, so I believe that you would be Team Conrad, but I really, really need to know.
You know, you have the prettiest smile I've ever seen. Your whole face just lights up. I wanted to say that to you also.
They're so cute that it almost makes me sick how cute they are.
A few days ago, Jeremiah told me he had feelings for me.
Oh. His heart shattered in that moment. You could see it. His heart just breaking in that moment at the thought of possibly losing the love of his life to his brother. Shattered, and you could see it on his face.
So when we both came to pick you and Taylor up from the side of the road, and you went with Jer, were you two already...
They need to stop hurting Conrad like this. Like, Conrad deserves the world. He is just amazing, and they need to stop hurting him like this.
You'd shut down and get really cold. And I get it.
I'm sorry. Oh. It's all my fault.
Listen, I will include every single good thing that Conrad does this season in my videos because I don't think I'm going to do all the episodes in one video like I did for season 1. But I will do all the episodes, because there's so many people out there that's like, Conrad's so selfish. Conrad doesn't care about anybody else. Conrad never apologizes. Apologizing right here. Look, it says on the screen, it's my fault, I know. And this is going to be number 1. Conrad apologizes. Conrad always thinks about other people's feelings, so I'm going to prove it. I'm going to prove it to all the people that say he doesn't.
I mean, Everyone in our house knows that I've had a crush on you ever since, like...
Wait. You have a crush on me?
Shut up.
Yeah.
See, this is adorable. This little, like, joking, teasing kind of moment. That's adorable. How do you not fall for that? And listen, I know Conrad is not perfect and he has his flaws, but he's not selfish and he does care about other people. So that's what I'm trying to prove to the others that are saying that he doesn't care about other people.
Somebody's up.
The queen. She's the queen of Team Conrad. And she, like, you can't tell me that she's not Team Conrad because she obviously is. And look at how happy she is that she just saw them coming in, holding hands, being all cute. Like, look at how happy she is that, like, she knows that they're starting something.
Early morning walk on the beach?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She said, yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. I believe that you guys did not just spend all night talking on the beach. Absolutely. I'm gonna move this so it stops. Yeah, anyways. Yeah. Susanna's a queen.
Sit down. So?
Mom, just let me change first.
Stop it! I didn't notice that before. She's like, tell me all the details now.
All right. Enjoy your summer.
It is so weird seeing them at school. Like, obviously I know they went to school, like, in the time between the summers, but, like, it's just so odd to see them at school.
Are you going to Princeton? That's so cool. I couldn't tell.
Listen, if there's one thing that this entire fandom can agree on, it's that Taylor is Endgame. And that Stephen and Taylor belong together. Listen, no offense to Shayla, because Shayla's also a queen, and I wish that she had, like, kind of like how Cam Cameron comes back in this season as, like, a friend to, like, the group, and, like, even though he and Belly had dated previously, he's, like, still friends with them. I wish Shayla was also like that. I don't know why they wrote her character out, but... yeah, so no offense to Shayla, but Taylor and Steven are endgame.
There's a death in the family.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. But your grades have been dipping all year. We even got...
Is there a time period, like a timeline of mourning? No, she needs to shut up.
Your volleyball captaincy revoked?
Yeah, I choked at regionals.
Also, okay, listen. I saw a comment on something the other day that was like, Conrad made her lose her volleyball captaincy because he broke up with her. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. We're gonna, once we get to the prom scene, then I'm gonna talk about my feelings on that, but he did not make her lose her volleyball captaincy. People seem to forget that Susanna dying doesn't only affect Jeremiah and Conrad and Laurel. It affected Steven and Belly, too. She's, like, going through this the entire year. Even before Susanna died, she's still, like, having to see her die and see her, like, go through this and see her be sick. So, like, that affects her, too. And that's what's causing her to be depressed. It's not just because her and Conrad didn't work out. It's not just because her and Conrad get in a fight. It's not even just because Jeremiah doesn't talk to her. It's because someone that she deeply cares about is literally dying. That's what causes her to be depressed and what causes her to really kind of stop caring about volleyball and about school. It's not just these two boys.
Good morning, Bells.
Hey.
Come here.
Jeremiah's room is so, like, bleak. Like, obviously he has posters and whatnot, but, like, he doesn't have any, like, color on the walls. It's just, like, you can tell that that's the color that it was when Susanna's family bought the house. And, like, it's just kind of, like, all over the place with the posters. Like, he has posters on a poster here. And it just looks weird to me.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm being honest, I'm still kind of pissed Conrad never told me what was going on with her, but, you know, at least it worked out, right? I don't know why I think.
About Conrad not saying anything to Jeremiah. Do I think Jeremiah had the right to know that his mom was going through cancer? Yes. But at the end of the day, it was Susanna's wish that neither of her boys knew yet. Conrad just happened to overhear something when he came home from school early. And he was trying to do right by his mother by keeping it from Jeremiah. He was also trying to, like, save Jeremiah's feelings, because that's point number one of Conrad caring about other people's feelings. He was trying to protect Jeremiah's feelings and not have him, like, obviously he's going to have to find out eventually, but he wanted him to be happy for as long as he could before Susanna decided to tell him, because ultimately it's Susanna's business if he knows or not. And I think he deserves to know, again, but it's her business, and she's the one that needs to tell him, not Conrad. It needs to come from his mom, not from his brother, you know? And that's my thoughts on that. So I think he was really just trying to, like, let Jeremiah have a happy summer and let him be happy for as long as he can until his mom decided to tell him.
And Conrad was there, and we just started talking, and one thing led to another, and we kissed.
Also, to all the people that are saying that Belly cheated on Jeremiah, and for us, like, there's a lot of people that are saying that Belly cheated on Jeremiah and that it's hypocritical of people not to judge her for doing the same thing that Jeremiah does in book 3. Do I think that Belly kissing Conrad after she had kind of started talking to Jeremiah but not really been in a relationship with him yet was the right thing to do? No. I think she should have, like, stopped Conrad, been like, I need to talk to your brother first, and then after having that conversation with Jeremiah, then tried to pursue a relationship with Conrad. However, with that said, the two events do not compare to each other. Belly did not cheat on Jeremiah. Her and Jeremiah were not together. They were not exclusive. They had 3 kisses and went to one dance together where he ditched her at that dance. And I'll get into that in a second. Anyways, they had 3 kisses and they went to one dance together where he had ditched her. They were not in a relationship at that point. They were not exclusive at that point. When Jeremiah, at least in the books, don't know what's going to happen in season 3 yet, because, I mean, no one does, but in the books, her and Jeremiah are in a committed 2-year relationship, exclusively dating each other. Like, they are committed for 2 years. And then they get in one fight and he goes and sleeps with another girl, like, I think 2 days after. Full on sleeps with her. Doesn't kiss another girl. Doesn't, flirt with another girl. He sleeps with another girl after a fight, like 2 days after a fight. Or a break or whatever. I really feel like this, if it happens in the show, is going to be like this generation's Ross and Rachel. Like, are they on a break? Are they broken up? Whatever. I personally feel like a break is like you get in a fight with your partner and you're like, I need a break. Let's take a few days, take a week, cool down, and then come back to this and talk about it. That's what I think a break is. A break up is like, we're done. But regardless, if you're on a break or a break up, you're still going to be hurt by the fact that the person that you were with, if it's a breakup, that you're gonna be hurt by the fact that they sleep with somebody 2 days after. Like, that does not compare to just, like, kissing who he knew was the love of her life, by the way. Like, he got into this knowing she was in love with Conrad, and they, again, were not in an exclusive relationship. She didn't cheat on him. It wasn't handled correctly, but she didn't cheat on him. He, like, that week, that break, even Belly says that break didn't feel real. It wasn't, like, a serious breakup. She knew that they would get back together and talk about it when he got back. And he just, like, they literally got in a fight and he went and slept with somebody else. Like, that doesn't compare at all. Him ditching her at the Deb Ball, I know it's when he found out his mom had cancer. But the thing is, he could have waited until after the Deb ball to like try to figure out what's going on, like, because obviously Susanna was not dying right that second. She was there and she was fine. He could have waited like a few hours to like go and try to like read her emails or whatever, and like realize that in that moment that was an important moment for Belly and she needed him there, and he just ditched her when he could have waited like a few hours.
Ellie, it's great timing. It's not like my mom has cancer or anything.
So does Conrad's mom. Conrad's mom also has cancer, and he's the one that's been having to, admittedly self-inflicted, but kind of not. He's the one that's been having to carry that secret with him on his own, without even telling his own mother, like, because obviously his mom knows that she has cancer, without even telling his own mother that he knows. He's like, he did that to protect his mom's feelings, because he knows that his mom just wanted him and his brother and Belly and Steven to just have a happy summer. So if his mom finds out that she knows, she's going to feel bad. She's going to feel upset. So he did that to protect his mom's feelings. And he just carried that by himself for months. Also, I forgot to mention that anyone that says that Jeremiah is not manipulative, this is a prime example of him. Jeez, I have the hiccups, so we're just gonna have to deal with it. This is a prime example of him being manipulative, because he is using the "my mom has cancer" card to try to guilt Belly and try to manipulate Belly into dating him. That is so manipulative that it's insane.
We should already be in the car.
It's also just as odd seeing them at their own house as it is seeing them in school.
Sweet, a laptop? What?
Why did Belly take the letter and open it as if it was hers? She was like, I'll just take that, you can look at the rest.
I think maybe we should hit pause.
What? No.
I saw a comment the other day that said something like, Belly and Conrad didn't care about Jeremiah's feelings and they just immediately jumped into a relationship. No, they didn't. They literally didn't. They didn't date for months after Susanna died. For like months. I think it was even like maybe closer to a year after Susanna died. They talked on the phone. They talked on the phone every night. They did that, but they were not together. They didn't date until after Conrad goes to Jeremiah and begs for his blessing, and which Jeremiah gives it to him.
No matter what happens, we'll still be infinite.
Ah! Stop it! I love them.
I think that's BS. I'm sorry, Mom. Sorry.
You know, Laurel wouldn't really care about him saying BS, because in episode 1 of season 1, she says the words exactly, "Don't be a jackass, Steven."
I love that necklace on you.
You can't tell me she's not Team Conrad. You can't tell me that, because it's just a fucking lie. I'm
If
fine.
anyone can keep the magic going here, it's you.
You know, I'm glad you guys are coming to the party tonight.
I gotta say, listen, I already said in my season 1 video that I really love their like sibling dynamic, and that Lola and John did like great with portraying that, and they really stepped it up this season. Like, especially Steven and like his character growth this season, just like being there for Belly and just having that like sibling relationship, it's still amazing. They stepped it up from season 1, and it's great.
I'm not going to have schmoozy conversations about Susanna just to get prime placement in bookstores.
Listen, I think Susanna would absolutely want you to like promote your book and be successful. She'd be like, listen, use what you have to get this book sold. No, Conrad shirt.
We'll tell Taylor to go to bed.
Hi, Steven.
Steven is so shook.
Did you know my dad cheated? I found out about it last spring. And like the same day I found out about my mom's cancer coming back.
Okay. Another point. Jeremiah didn't have to deal with knowing that his dad was the type of scumbag to cheat on his mother while she was going through chemo. But Conrad did, and he also had to deal with finding that out the same day that he found out his mom's cancer came back. That's a whole lot of, like, that's a heavy load to be holding for anybody, especially it's like 17, 18-year-old, and he was holding that all by himself. And like, that's why everyone processes grief in different ways, but he had so much more going on than Jeremiah did. And Jeremiah just doesn't care. He just thinks Conrad's selfish because he didn't tell me, because I didn't get to know, because I'm not special enough or whatever. It wasn't about him not being special enough, about him not getting to know. It was about, like, saving him from having to feel that pressure that Conrad was feeling from carrying those secrets for months and months and months on his own.
It sucks that you had to carry that secret for so long.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's just exhausting. Couldn't.
And Adam was idolized by both of his sons. And then, Conrad found that out and he was like, never mind. And so he knew that finding that out would absolutely destroy Jeremiah's relationship with his dad. And he knew that that's not what Jeremiah needed right now. He didn't need to destroy a relationship with his dad while his mom is dying. He needs that support. He needs his dad to be there for him. So he decided to not destroy their relationship for Jeremiah's own sake.
Do you want to know something so romantic? Milo wrote this song for me.
Taylor, don't be that girl. You're so much better than that girl. Don't be that girl.
I mean, like, look at you and Milo. You guys just make sense.
Do they though? Do they really make sense? Because I don't think they make sense. I'm not seeing how they make sense.
I mean, I just can't imagine marrying someone who didn't give me fireworks.
And she's not talking about the kind that gets shot at her. Like Jeremiah did when he tried to kill them. Do not shoot fireworks at them. God, Jeremiah annoys me so much. He makes me mad. I love Gavin, but Jeremiah makes me mad.
I don't know. Just never said any of this to anyone before.
Me either.
God, you can't tell me that they're not gonna end up together, because they are. They are. They just belong together. That's what makes the most sense.
And Billy?
Yes, Conrad.
I couldn't be with someone who didn't make me feel electric either.
The first time I watched this, I watched it without subtitles, and I really thought that he said, I can't be with somebody that doesn't make me feel electrocuted. And I was like, I don't know if that's I know what you meant, but it was just really funny. It was like hearing someone say, electrocute me, basically.
Come here. You kind of have something. Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, no. It's so awkward. Oh, I feel so bad for her.
Could you do me a favor? Could you put in a good word for me with your friend Marcy?
The audacity that this man just had to ask that question. He's so stupid.
Okay, well, in case you forgot, which it clearly seems like you did, Susanna just died, so I'm a little bit sad, but please don't let that stop you from having the time of your life.
This is really not fair coming from Belly. Like, her judging Steven about how he's processing his grief, because everybody processes grief in a different way, and it's really just not fair of her to, like, throw that in his face like that. So yeah, this one, Belly, you didn't do the right thing here. we gotta side with Steven here with this one.
Had to have Conrad? Are you kidding? I was in love, Steven, like out of my mind in love. What was I supposed to do?
That's a good point. She does have a good point there. I think that Steven and Belly both had low blows in this argument here. Belly definitely shouldn't have like thrown Susanna's death in Steven's face and assumed or accused him of not being upset by that or affected by that. But Steven also shouldn't have thrown Conrad in Belly's face and basically said like she should have given up the love of her life for someone that she only had a physical attraction to. So, I mean, she definitely could have handled the situation better. Like I said, she probably should have not kissed Conrad before talking to Jeremiah, but they weren't in a relationship, so I guess there's really nothing you can do about that at this point. So also, imagine being like just someone at this party that's sitting around the bonfire that they're at that has no clue what's going on, and they're just enthralled by this like mess of a fight, and they're just like, who's Conrad? Who's Jeremiah? Wait, Susanna, who died? And it's like they have no clue what's going on. That's kind of funny.
Conrad.
I know I'm not supposed to be here.
Yes! Yes, just absolutely yes. Just everything yes. Everything about this scene is a yes. Just chef's kiss. Chef's kiss.
Belly, I don't think I could ever get over you. I mean, I'm not. I'm here.
Tell me that there's anyone out here that doesn't want somebody that wants them like this.
This whole year has been hard for me, too. You were barely here.
I think Laurel is a good mom, but I do think that she dropped the ball here, because as much as she was going through it, her kids were going through it too, and she kind of just wasn't really aware of that. She wasn't taking care of herself properly, and so she wasn't there to take care of her kids at this time.
Life cannot be separated from death.
Milo, shut up. Nobody cares what you think.
Babe, they only have one post.
Yeah, that's what's so punk about it. Yeah, dude. Congrats, man.
Steven. I just saw a parallel, like, earlier this morning. I saw a parallel of, like, this car scene to a car scene that's coming up in, I think it's episode 6, with Jeremiah and Conrad and Belly, and it's, like, it's real. It's so real. And I'm here for the pettiness.
I wish I could be there to watch you shine. But you have an extraordinary mom who will be with you every step of the way.
Yeah, I don't know.
The world is not only happening to you, but you are happening to the world.
He used it in his speech. Listen. So, I have heard so many people say Jeremiah did everything he could from the moment his brother went missing to go find him, and he's so amazing and blah blah blah. Absolutely not, because guess what he's doing right now? He's playing video games, and Belly's the one that calls him. He's just playing video games. He's not doing anything to find Conrad. He's about to pick up the phone, and he's gonna say Conrad's missing, and he's just sitting there playing video games. So he knows Conrad's missing. That's not what Belly's gonna tell him. He tells Belly that, but he's not doing anything about it. He's just sitting there playing video games. I just realized that I'm posting this the day after Gavin Castellano's birthday, so happy birthday, Gavin. Everyone in the comments say happy birthday to Gavin, even though the chances of him seeing this video are slim to none. That was season 2, episode 1 of The Summer I Turned Pretty. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, share, subscribe, all that kind of good stuff. My socials are linked in the description below. Feel free to comment your teams again in the comment section. Same as last time, same as my season 1 episode or video though. If you can't keep it nice, keep it out of my comment section. You can trash talk the fictional characters all you want, but do not be mean to real people with real feelings, whether that's the cast of the show or people like the other people in the comment section. Trash the characters all you want. They're not real. They don't have real feelings, but just be nice to all the real people. But yeah, if you can keep it nice and if you can keep it civil, make sure you comment down below. And I'm gonna film episode 2 right now because I want to watch it. But it'll be in a separate video. So see you guys later.